Hello guys, welcome to our channel once again. Today we are going to learn about few more activities in Data Factory. We'll talk about the lookup, we'll talk about the for each loop, we'll talk about parameterizing your data set because there will be many cases where you will not be knowing the data table or table name or your path of lake upfront, or you will have to loop through multiple tables and you don't want to create so many activities or so many pipelines for each table. So now let's quickly jump in and see how you can do that. So in my case, I have created one table where I'm keeping my metadata. Suppose I have two tables which I want to copy from data lake to SQL table, and what we are going to do is we will loop through this and we'll see how we can load it. So I have only two columns here. One is a path of the data lake and the other one is a table of the SQL. Okay, let's go. First thing we have to do is we have to go to our data set and we have to create a parameter for it. So if you open this, go to parameters, click new, you can give any name you want. This should not be exactly same as our metadata table. As soon as you create a parameter here, you have to go back to connections, and here you click on add dynamic content and you can see your parameter here. You would have noticed if you don't have a parameter, it will not come. You just have to click on this, you say finish. The same way we'll go to our SQL data set, click on parameters. Here I would give this a different name. I will say table name. Go back to connection, click on edit, again add dynamic content. You can look for the parameter, finish. So if you want, you can parameterize your schema also, but right now I'm not doing it. This is the same way. You can add one more parameter and you can have your dynamic name for the schema as well. So now we have parameterized our connection data set. Now go to our pipeline. I have already added my lookup. You just have to bring this activity. In lookup, you have to give a connection or the data set from where you want to look up this table. Right now, this is my data set of lookup. If I open this, this is pointing to my. Okay, so here we have parameterized it. What we have to do is we have to pass on this name here. Okay, so my metadata table name is metadata only. Here I am hard coding it because this is my metadata where I am going to read. Now here you have two options. If you can see here, first row only, but we don't want to read only first row, we want to read all the rows whichever we have it. So I will uncomment that, then go to for each. For each section you have to say item, and again all the activity which is predecessor of this activity will show up here. You can just select get metadata, and be careful, if you select get metadata you get only till output. We need to type in value here. Okay, so now our for each is done. Go to activities. Inside the activity, my copy activity is there. Now this is my source. Now you can notice this, my data set has one parameter called source path. That's why here it is showing up. Now this is part of my for each. I have to tell that each item of my for each has to go here. Click on this, you see add dynamic content. This is where Data Factory do not tell you that you already have a for each loop. So you just type in item and then you tell source path. Remember, this name should exactly match with your SQL column name. This If it doesn't match, this time it will not give error, but at runtime it will fail. Now same thing we have to go and do in a sync, because we are adding table name dynamic. Set the rate item dot table name. Finish. Okay, let's publish. Okay, there is something wrong. No value provided, parameter source path. Okay, so I already have one more pipeline which is using my old schema. So what I will do is I'll just hard code something here, because I'm not going to run this. Just to pass on this validation, I'm giving some value. My validation is pass. I'm good to publish. Let this publish. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, it failed. Let's see. Table name. Okay, this is what I was talking about. If my column name does not match, it will fail. My column name is target table. Let's go ahead and change it. Okay, let's rerun. So by the time it's running, I would like to show you the lookup output. You can see we are querying a table where we have two records. It shows output 2, and you can even see the values. Failed again. Let's see now why it has failed. Okay, looks like there are some spaces here, so we'll have to reinsert those data. Let me do that. It's corrected now. Okay, let's rerun. So here you go. This time it is a success. Thank you.